Today's episode of Walt Disney World Today is being sponsored by Owner's Locker. And when you go to Walt Disney World, we all buy lots of stuff we don't really need. And those include such things like ugly hats. But rather than embarrass yourself by bringing those gaudy hats home, the ones with the ears or the faces or animals on top of you, why not leave them in your Owner's Locker here so they can be delivered to you on your next trip along with all your other junk that you've got here, so you don't have to keep on lugging it back and forth and embarrass yourself in public when you get back home. It's a great service that I personally use on all my trips when I stay on Disney World property, so why not go on and give it a try? Visit them at www.ownerslocker.com.
This is Walt Disney World Today. Give us 5 minutes and we'll give you the world.
It's Monday, April 7th, 2008, and this is episode 393 of Walt Disney World Today. I'm Matt Hodgeberg from StudioCentral.com. On the show today, we have Len Testa, co-author of the Unofficial Guide to Walt Disney World. Welcome, Len.
How's it going, Matt?
Outstanding.
Did you go to the Jay-Z Beyonce wedding this past weekend?
Oh, you know I wouldn't miss that.
Exactly. I hear you looked remarkably good in your white tux.
Yeah, well, I don't let the whole East Coast, West Coast bias really bother me. I just, I'm there to support my boys. And,
exactly.
Gotta represent.
That's what I like about you. Go ahead. Keeping it real.
That's right. I just put my pants on one leg at a time. That's just me. Also on the show today, we have Mike Scopa of allears.net. Welcome, Mike.
I hope you enjoy our story tonight.
Reflections of Earth. That would be Illuminations. And also on the show today, we have Mike Newell of Mouse World Radio. And Mike, you're still a little under the weather, aren't you?
Still on the mend, but I'm alive and I'm here.
Good. Well, I'm glad you showed up.
Oh, thank you.
And
you just
on today's show, we're talking about off-site dining. We often talk about a lot of the great restaurants that are at Walt Disney World, and it's something that we like to talk about quite a bit, is eating. It's one of the... It's like the unspoken but spoken fun thing to do at Walt Disney World besides the attractions. But dining off property is, well, first of all, it's going to be it can be a lot cheaper and it can be a lot better also. There's some great options for eating off-site. And I thought tonight we could discuss some of those options because there are some options that you may want to consider for both people who are staying off Disney World property, as well as people who are on Disney World property, but, for whatever reason want to take a break from it. Because, like I said, primarily there's cost, and that contributes quite a bit to it, but also because sometimes you just need to, get out and try some food that can be very good. Len, wouldn't you agree that the food in the greater Orlando area is outside of Walt Disney World is pretty good?
Yeah, I think if you know where to visit, the places that the Orlando residents go to as opposed to the tourists, yeah, I think you definitely have quite a few options.
Absolutely. I thought what we could do is try to go through like genres of food. I think that makes the most amount of sense rather than just picking off names of places. One place that comes to mind, it's perhaps my favorite place to eat, right? To get a meal off property is it's a Mexican place. It's actually right off. If you're going from downtown Disney to 535 over there, if you take that exit out of property, you take a left, and you pass Palm Parkway, and immediately past that on your right. So we're talking 2 traffic lights. This is how close it is. On your right is a shopping area. There's 2 restaurants in there, and these are great restaurants. One of them, Len, I know you're going to back me up on, is Giordano's. They actually
I love Giordano's.
They have multiple locations in.
You have 2, right?
Yeah, there's the one I'm talking about here, and there's another one like closer on like 192, which is on the other side. But this one I think is the closer of the 2 locations to Walt Disney World property.
The one on the same road as the Orlando Vista, or like around the corner from that.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very good. It serves. This is Italian food. It's good. It's certainly going to be much more affordable than what you're going to have to pay for Ciuto Italia.
So last year we bought dinner for like 14 people.
Yeah.
And it ended up being like with tip and everything, it was like $200, $210, $220, something like that. But we all ate. It was just there was so much food left over. We could have fed half of us again. Another meal. They do a really good deep dish pizza, like a Chicago style, deep dish pizza. So with it's a pan style pizza with layers of cheese and sauce and cheese and sauce and cheese and sauce. So it's a really thick, almost like a quiche type pizza. Really, really, really good though. And they do a pretty good. Normally the dish that I always check for Italian restaurants is chicken parmesan because you figure it's pretty standard. And if you screw up chicken parmesan, nothing else is good.
Good point. Yeah.
It's sort of the yardstick. And yeah, theirs was really good. They do a great salad. Have you ever actually dined in, Matt? Because the service there is really good.
Yeah, I ate there after I moved in. It was the first restaurant that I went to because I had known it from that timeline that you and I had that thing. So we went over there, and it was very good.
And we actually found that place through our reader comments. Back in 2000, early part 2006, early part 2007, we started seeing more people mention Giordano's on reader surveys as their favorite place to dine outside of Walt Disney World, which is how we started covering it.
Yeah, it's good, affordable Italian food.
It's family Italian.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's really good family Italian. Yeah, and it's inexpensive.
And in that same parking lot as Giordano's is my favorite Mexican restaurant, which I was alluding to before. And that's Vallarta Mexican Grill. It's located literally the same parking lot, so it's right off 535 over there, like 2 traffic lights from downtown Disney's exit.
Spell it? V-A-L-L?
V-A-L-L-A-R-T-A.
Vallarta?
Vallarta, yeah. Is that how you
You've obviously never watched The Love Boat.
Clearly. Is that what it's named? I have no idea.
Puerto Vallarta. Oh, man,
at any rate, it's very good. Nicely themed, very clean, very good prices on food over there. Great deals on dinner. I've gone there for dinner a couple times. I've actually gone there also just for drinks. They have a great bar. Very nice staff over there. I highly recommend it. If you're looking for good Mexican food, I think it's by far the best that I've run into.
Do they do takeout? Maybe we'll try it in May.
Yeah, they do. They do takeout. They'll obviously dine in. It's very nice. I'm very impressed by it. And
because I've been looking for a good Mexican restaurant outside of Walt Disney World to put in the book.
Yeah, no, that one is certainly it's got my vote for it.
It's not on the list right now. We have Don Pablo's, which is a chain.
Yeah,
Chevy's, which is also a chain.
Yeah, see, Chevy's is something that people come up with because that's across from the entrance to downtown Disney. Newell, have you ever eaten at Chevy's? I know you often go on excursions across over there to go to like Goodings and other things.
No,
Hooters.
No. I've fasted. Hooters. I've fasted, but I've never been in.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
No, not Hooters. I've been in Hooters. No, kid.
But I mean, I'm like you, Len. I'm not a big fan of chain food. There is a lot of chain food around Orlando, around the.
I mean, Chevy's is a relatively small chain, and I like the food, but I'd rather, I'd much rather go to a family-owned restaurant than a chain restaurant. You tend to get a little bit more, passion in the food.
Absolutely. The issue here, and I guess we'll go off on a little quick tangent over here. Around Walt Disney World, there's a lot of chain food around there, and that can be good or bad. To me, it's okay if you're on vacation, but eventually you're going to want some like real food, not just
chicken fingers and fries.
Exactly. You want some good food that you would go out if you were at home and get yourself. And
it's almost like vacation comfort food. It's like I want to go somewhere where it's not the same thing that you could get at 16 other restaurants.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's trying to find decent non-chain food that you would probably go to in your own hometown. I think it has been a bit of a challenge. Certainly, it requires you to go a little bit further. The 2 places we mentioned, Giordano's and Vallarta, are both very good, and they're very close, which is an added bonus. Another option that I really like, I don't know, Len, I know one thing, trying to find pizza in the Orlando area is like, it's like there are people searching for the Holy Grail and pizza. They're side by side. But any luck? Nope. You? Nope.
No.
I got nothing.
Fountain of Youth, Holy Grail.
That's right.
That's the thing, too. I mean, I live in a reasonably large town, Greensboro. It's not the size of Orlando or anything, but, I could count on 2 fingers the number of good pizza restaurants. And, in Greensboro. And Orlando's the same thing. I mean, everything you end up with, it's like... It wouldn't pass for. I mean, not that I don't love Domino's, but it's like Domino's pizza. And I don't mean that in necessarily a really bad way, but it's not the same as pizza cooked by Italians.
Yeah, anyway. I mean, Newell can back me up on this. I mean, coming from the tri-state area, and where anyone who lives in New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, New England, even I'll expand it out there. The pizza over there is fantastic. It's perhaps the yardstick you use to rule against other kinds of pizzas. And I mean, over there, especially in New York, Mike, I mean, it's like a dime a dozen in terms of how many great pizza places there are.
Right. Well, you lived in New York, Brooklyn for how long? So you had the best.
Coal fire. What's the place in Brooklyn? Is it Brooklyn or Queens? The place with the coal-fired pizza.
But you see, there's so many places. I mean, you could, I mean, there's so many. The problem is in Orlando is that the pizza stinks. And I've been on. I think I found a place. Now, I don't want to. let me preface this. This place I'm about to say is not going to win awards in New York. That being said, it would pass for pizza in New York, whereas most of the pizza, like any of the pizza you can find on Disney World property, would not pass for cardboard in New York. People use it as primer for walls instead. But I found in my experience, I don't know about you, Len, you can shoot after me. The pizza place is actually called NYPD Pizza, believe it or not. I kind of mocked the name for a while. NYPD Pizza. It's at the corner of 192 and Route 535, and it's the best pizza I found. I would say it would pass in the Northeast. If I had it in the Northeast, I would be like, it wasn't that great. But I wouldn't be like, ugh, this is disgusting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's decent. It's going to be better than any pizza you can get on Walt Disney World property, hands down. And that's so far my choice for the best pizza off Disney World property. Close again. It's again, now we're talking about maybe half a mile to a mile away, probably closer to about a mile or so.
In May we're going to need to go and do a taste test.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Len, have you found any other places?
For pizza, no. Like I said, I've been on Giordano's was the best Italian that I could find. And, I'm not going to go to, like, the, Uno's or anything like that. I'm looking for the mom-and-pop type, or the locally owned type places.
There was a place that used to advertise all over called Flipper's Pizza. I've never had it, but I've heard
I've had it.
Okay.
It wasn't, I thought it was good. It wasn't as good as NYPD Pizza, to tell you the truth.
Okay. They advertised a heck of a lot down there.
Yeah, they do. They dumped a bunch of stuff underneath my apartment door, and we tried it out. It was good. It was better than Disney, but, again, still...
Yeah, but Disney pizza is really not... I mean, there's nothing in Disney that's good pizza.
Yeah, no, I agree. It just wasn't. I thought NYPD Pizza again is the best pizza that I've tried, and I've tried Flippers also.
Do they deliver? Does NYPD Pizza deliver?
Were you saying no? Not to New York.
No, I mean at the whole. Like when I was driving around Old Key West a couple weeks ago, I saw a Papa John's car and I saw a Domino's car. So I was wondering if they also delivered on hotel property.
Oh, good question.
Yeah, that's a good question. I haven't tried getting delivery like that. I would imagine they would. I mean, I can't imagine that Domino's.
Do all of the delivery drivers look like Dennis Franz?
You guys ordered a large pie.
After a 6-pack.
It's NYPD Pizza was voted best pizza 9 years in a row in the best of Orlando.
Really?
Yeah, there you go. NYPDpizza.net.
I know. I mocked the name for a long. Since I moved down here, it's like, look at this stupid place. Who do they think they are? But it really is.
I've heard of them because they're being sued by the city of New York because of the NYPD name. So we've heard of them up here, but never had it.
What if it's the New York Pizza Department? That's what I would say.
That's very clever. They use the NYPD Signia. I think that's what they were going after.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
People go down there and go, okay, this must be pizza that's, official pizza from New York.
Official approved by.
Give me a break.
Jesus. Like that's the best thing that New York has to spend their
they got no other problems to deal with at all.
Exactly. Oh well, we've solved the crime and drug problems.
Yeah.
Let's turn that to illegal use of police shields on pizzerias. Okay.
Yeah. Mrs. Newell, we don't have any money for a budget increase in the education budget. We're trying to get rid of these bootleg NYPD pizza places in Florida right now. Our budget is tied up.
People, they're using something that kind of sort of looks like a police department logo. We know we can't have that. Because when you're googling New York Police Department to report a crime, you might get distracted and order pizza instead and completely forget about what you're doing. That's right. That happens to me all the time.
You dial 911 for the police and 311 for pizza. Right.
And I'll have interest with that. Yeah.
I have the emergency munchies. Can you send over a pizza?
Exactly. You know what they should do? They should call their operator should be called dispatch.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome. Could you imagine their delivery cars should be squad cars?
They do. They have their cars do they make it look like police vans.
That's awesome. It's
very well done.
What
are some other restaurants that you found that you can recommend offsite?
A couple. I don't know if you guys like Asian food. I still haven't found a good offsite Japanese place. But in terms of Thai, go ahead. If you
I was going to say. Yeah, no, I'm going to try one out next week. My folks are coming down, and there's actually in Celebration. There's looks to be like a very nice sushi. I'm a big fan of sushi. the sushi in Walt Disney World is not sushi. It's like sushi for people who don't like sushi. You know, like people who think the California rolls are sushi. It's fake sushi.
So if you find a good sushi place, let me know.
I'm gonna try it out, but go ahead, Len.
Komodo's isn't bad. It's just expensive, and it doesn't really have the menu that like.
Yeah, that's the problem. I like selection.
So, there are a couple of good Asian places. Are Passage to India.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Which is really good. It's like It's like Indian food. So we consider that as part of the Asian continent. Really, really, really good. Never much of a crowd. Just a ton of food. Really wide selection of Indian cuisine. There's also Red Bamboo, which is Thai food, which has probably I think we. No, have you been there? No, Scopa, you went.
Yeah, we went.
Yeah, we went to Red Bamboo.
Pretty good. It wasn't too bad. What's nice about that is that they brought like little bowls to the table, and we could just take a little bit from. Maybe that's how we ordered that night. We take a little bit of each.
Yeah, we ordered.
You can try some of this, try some of that. It wasn't that spicy though.
No, it wasn't. And you could order it, really amped up. But again, ton of food. So very good. So yeah, Red Bamboo is not bad. Bamboo's off of International Drive. The only thing I don't like about that is that International Drive sometimes is on weekend nights is just so hard and so crowded to get through.
Unless Selinger's just driving.
Yeah, exactly. Driving. Yeah, exactly. What else have we had that was really good? Bob loves a steak. Do you guys have any good steak places? I mean, normally we go to like Black Angus. The Black Angus right off of behind the Magic Kingdom.
Right.
Black Angus, really? Wow.
Yeah, Bob loves a Black Angus, man.
I haven't been trying to look for some steaks. Although I did try a nice place. Actually, this is Scopa. I recommend this is the place that Mike Scopa needs to try to get the official seal of approval. It's in Celebration, and it's called the Celebration Town Tavern. And they actually fly in all their food. This is mostly seafood from Boston, so they claim. Direct, like overnight. That's what they say. I had it over there. I was there with some of your researchers, Len, Josh, and Sarah. We had dinner over there. Very good. I had some mahi, which is very good.
Did I pay
you don't get mahi from New England, though.
Well, they said that a lot of fish is flown in from Boston. And the prices were very good. No, Len, you didn't pay for it.
Okay, good. Just checking. Yeah, gotta make sure.
But I found I found it to be a very good option over there. We all liked what we ordered, and of course it was very economical. We thought, we got the mahi sandwiches and they were like $9, and you came with 2 sides. The burger was like $10. They had a ample serving of onion rings for $5 an appetizer we all shared. It was more than enough for 4 people. So good option also is in the Celebration Town Tavern. But certainly there's also some other great restaurants in Celebration, which I'm going to be aiming to try out over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, let me know if you find anything good, especially in the ethnic cuisine, because we're always looking for places like that. And of course, since we're going to be down there in May, and we're probably going to have to feed 15 or 20 people one night. So yeah, let me know.
Will do.
I want to do the pizza.
Yeah, the pizza sounds. Well, no, wherever you want to go. I mean, we can get food from 2 places. I just don't want to get pizza and Indian food. I gotta take a match. So
you run on the bathroom.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Welcome to pizza. Welcome.
Oh no! Here comes the email.
All the Indian mail.
Here comes racist Scopa.
Welcome to Pizza Palace. Passage to pizza.
All right. Well, that's it for us today. This episode has been sponsored.
Might be it for us forever. Who knows? Lawyers get in touch with us.
You're a very bad man.
This episode has been sponsored by Owner's Locker, which is a great service for storing all of your junk that you're bringing down to Walt Disney World. Have it delivered between trips to your resort directly to you, and give them a try. It's a great service. I personally recommend. Try it by going to www.ownerslocker.com. And if you want to find our older episodes, read our show notes, or send us your comments, visit the Walt Disney World Today website at wdwtoday.com. For Len Testa, Mike Scopa, and Mike Newell, I'm Matt Hochberg. We'll see you on the next show.
How do you say Mangello in Indian? Mangello.
Mangello.
This has been a production of Mouse World Radio.